Hello, everybody out there. I'm Miss Tell It Like It Is. I'm once in my room, relaxing. I find it more relaxing when I relax in a dark room. I don't know, it's more relaxing for me. And it seems like my thoughts come out better. But anyway, this video is going to be part 2 of anal sex and the men that want it, okay? And why do men want anal sex? Well, first of all, it's because women have allowed men to go there, okay, with them. And we've all heard that saying, what you never have tried or had, you will never miss. But once you have tried it and you had it and you like it, then guess what? If you don't get it anymore, it is something you will miss. And a lot of women have literally turned men out on anal sex. And like the first part of anal sex and the men who like it or want it, I talked about discussions with the women, my friend girls, which I will say no names, in the past, and how some of those women in the group, they liked anal sex. Some didn't like it. They tried it and they didn't like it, and some wouldn't try it. But tonight I'm going to be talking about the women who have anal sex and they don't like it, but they do it just to please their husband or their boyfriend. And I've known a couple of women in this category, and I've literally had discussions on them performing or letting anal sex be performed on them and them not liking it. And I'm going to talk about one lady that I particularly know, and I say no names, but we've talked, and in fact, it's been a group discussion, and she told me that she did not like anal sex, but she allowed her man to have anal sex with her one time, and she didn't like it, but he did. And ever since then, she said he had been hooked on it. And she let me know that now every time they are intimate, for him, it is a requirement that he has anal sex with her. But she said she doesn't like it. And I asked her, I said, well, why do you do it if you don't like it? And she said, because she said, my man said that if I don't do it, then it's going to affect our relationship. And that he doesn't think that he could stay in a relationship with me because he feels like anal sex is a part of having sex. If you don't have anal sex, then you really haven't had sex. And I told her, I said, let me tell you something, friend girl. Okay. He's a bunch of BS, okay? Because let me tell you something. You can have vaginal sex and never ever go to the back, and that is considered intercourse, okay? And she told me, she said, well, I'm afraid. I said, what you afraid of? She said, I'm afraid that he's going to leave me, and be with someone else. So that's another reason why I allow him to have anal sex with me. And I said, you know what? I said, let me tell you something. And Miss Tell It Like It Is told her, I said, let me tell you something. If I was with a man and he threatened to leave me because I wouldn't have anal sex with him, you know what I'd say? I told her, I'd say, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you bring your ass back no more. You hear what I say? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you bring your ass back no more. You get what I say. And she said, well, you know what? It's easy said than done. She said, because I'm in love with this man. And she said, I can't envision my life without him. And I said, well, have you discussed how you feel about anal sex, to him? Have you let him know that you don't like it? And she said, yes. She said, but it's like he keeps telling me the more I do it, the more I'll get used to doing it. And I said, well, you know what? It seemed like you in love with him, but he's in lust with you, because it's like your feelings don't matter. And she was like, well, you know what? I don't think that's true. She said, I just think that, he found something that he really liked and he just doesn't want to let go. I said, but his sexual desires is not supposed to be greater than the love that he says he has in his heart for you. I said, anytime you find a man and his love for the booty is greater than the love that he has in his heart for you, then baby, the man is not in love, baby. He's in lust. And she got upset with me. I mean, look, I'm used to people getting upset with me because all my life I've been Miss Tell It Like It Is, okay? So, I mean, I've always told people, look, if you don't want to know the truth, don't come to me, okay? Because I'm going to tell you the butt-naked truth. And they say the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free and a lie will bind you. So if you don't want to know the truth, don't come to me. So she got an attitude, And I told her, I said, look, you my friend, okay? And I really don't care about you getting no attitude. I said, you don't like this anal sex that you do with your man. And I said, and you shouldn't have to do that to keep this man. If you have to have anal sex or let a man have anal sex with you in order to keep him, then guess what? He wasn't worth keeping, baby, okay? Because you should not have to lower your standards or degrade yourself in order to keep a man that has an obsession with the booty. And she was pissed off, but she was like, well, I don't like what you said about him not being in love with me, but I can't agree with you on that. I said, yeah, because I got a point, And I asked her, I said, what makes you not like anal sex? And she said, she said, for me, I just feel degraded. She said, I feel defiled, spiritually defiled, like I have done something, dishonorable in the eyesight of God. And like God sees it, and like afterwards, she said, I just feel filthy. And then, of course, because it was a group thing, there was another lady that added her 2 cents, and then she said, well, you know what? She said, for me, the excitement of anal sex and doing something forbidden gives her a thrill. That's what she told us. She said, I was like, okay, you get a thrill out of it because it's forbidden. She said, yeah, it's like, she said, when I do anal sex, she said, it's like, I know it's wrong. She said, but knowing it's wrong make it feel so much right. And she said, and the fact that I know it's like a forbidden fruit, I know it's something I shouldn't do, She said because she grew up in a home, a religious home that taught her, against anal sex, and that it was, it was wrong. It was, it was a sin to do. And she said her doing it made her feel rebellious and like she was, I guess, like shutting the door on everything that she had been taught growing up. And so I told her, I said, well, hey, everybody has their own thing, I said, but right now we're dealing with our sister here, okay, that is in a relationship with a man that she says she's in love with, and she gives him anal sex in order to keep this man. I said, so right now, we're not talking about your feelings, because her feelings right now is what counts the most. And I told her, I said, what kind of advice could you give to her? Because right now I see her in a state of vulnerability because she has given her heart to a man that is in love with her booty and really not in love with her. And then the lady that I was talking to about why she didn't like the anal sex, she got upset at my statement. She was like, I wish you would just stop saying that. I wish you would stop saying. I said, it's true. He might as well have a relationship with your ass and not you. I said, because I'm sure if he could cut your ass out and leave you behind, he would, And then, the other lady, she's like, I think that's a little strong what you're saying. I think you kind of should use wisdom because you kind of hurting her feelings. I said, well, look, I'm always the type that's going to keep it real, and I'm just keeping it real with her. If this man knows that she does not like anal sex, then it should not be a requirement for her to do. She shouldn't have to do something that she doesn't feel comfortable in doing. And I asked my other sister, I said, am I right? And she said, of course you are right. I said, that's right. I know I'm right. I said, now, you on the hand, you just a little freak. So, you good at doing whatever you do with your man because that's what you like to do. But our sister here, she has a problem in doing what she's doing with her man, and she shouldn't have to do it. And the lady agreed. She said, yeah, you're absolutely right. And she told her, and if you don't want to do it, you shouldn't do it, period. And then, the lady that has the issue with having anal sex with her man, she said, well, what should I do? And I said, you asking my opinion, you should let him know, look, I'm not getting ready to compromise my body anymore. I don't like having anal sex. And if you don't understand that, then we don't need this relationship. She said, but I can't say that because my heart won't allow me to. I said, okay, so you're going to allow your heart to keep your mind and your soul in captivity, knowing that every time you do what you do with this man, afterwards you feeling filthy and defiled in the presence of God. You're going to allow even this man desires to come before your beliefs, your values, and what you've been taught growing up. You gonna let this man come before God? And she was like, well, I never thought about it like that. I said, technically, you've made your man a God over you and over God. And I said, there has to be another reason why you allowing this man to keep having anal sex. She said, well, if I don't allow him to have anal sex with me, he's going to get it from someone else out there. I said, who's to say he doesn't? You think because you allow this man to have anal sex with you that, it gives him a lockdown not to do with anybody else? I said, who's to say he's not having anal sex with somebody else out there? She said, well, you right. I said, I know. And who's to say this man is still going to stay with you? And let me tell y'all something out there. My friend, girl, my sister, not my actual sister, but my sister in love, she ignored everything that I told her, okay? She continued allowing her man to have anal sex with her. This was years ago because she was afraid he was going to walk away. And guess what? The bastard still walked away. And today he's with somebody else. And all I'm saying, women out there, you could lower your standards for your boyfriend or your husband, and it does not give you any guarantee that that man is going to stay with you. You could allow fear of him leaving you and being with someone else to cause you to go against everything that you believe in, everything that you've been taught that was wrong. And still this man could walk away in the end and leave you for someone else. So my thing is, Miss Tell It Like It Is. When you have a belief system, don't even take that man to your back door, okay? Don't even compromise in the beginning, okay? Because if this man ain't never had your back door and you stand your grounds and you say no and you mean no, guess what? He can't miss something he never had, okay? But if you try it with him and he likes it and you don't like it, and he wants you to continue doing it, selfish bastard, then this is where the issue comes in. Because a lot of women out here are going to feel obligated, like they have to keep it up in order to keep their man. That's women that live in fear. See, Miss Tell It Like It Is, I'm going to tell you something about me. I didn't come in this world with a man attached to me. And I'm not going to leave this world with a man attached to me. So, I've had a man in my life to come at me the same way I just told you about my sister, my friend girl. And I told him goodbye. Plain out, bye. Why? Because I did not allow the fear of being alone, the fear of losing this man to take control of my mind. My attitude was, you don't love me. You so obsessed with my booty, with wanting to get my booty, that you telling me if I don't give it to you, someone else will. Guess what I told him? I guess you better start going booty hunting, because guess what? You won't be getting it here. And women out there, stand your damn ground, okay? Stand your ground. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. And if they leave you, guess what? Then they was never yours in the first place. Because if a man is really in love with you, and he knows that you don't like certain things in the bedroom, and you've expressed that to him, he's going to say, okay, baby, we don't have to do that. He's not going to let his lust and his obsession, his love for booty, to overconquer the love in his heart that he has for you. Okay? And yes, there's a lot of men that women have gave up their back door and they get in a relationship with you and they're used to that. Oh, well, if you ain't never gave it to them. And they say they're used to other women giving it to them. Oh, well, baby, this is a new day, okay? This is a new day, baby. You won't get my back door, honey. Okay? If you so used to it and you want me to do it, maybe you should have stayed your ass over there and not come over here, okay? Because, baby, it's not happening over here. I'm not lowering my standards. I'm not letting fear get in the way. Baby, I didn't come in this world with you attached to me, and I'm not going to leave with you attached to me. So you want to threaten me? You want to go? Then get to stepping, baby. I'm not stopping you. Go get what you want out there, but you're not getting it here. Women, you got to stand your ground, okay? And I know some of you probably have already done it with your man or your husband or whatever. But, you have to count up the cost, Is this worth your integrity? Giving up your booty, is it worth your integrity and feeling filthy at the end of the day? And feeling spiritually convicted? Okay. What I've done is wrong. My spirit man is convicting me about it. At the end of the day, you got to live with it, women. The women out here who don't feel comfortable with it and you doing it just to please this man that has an obsession with booty. You got to live with the filthy feeling or feeling convicted at the end of the day. So count up the cost. Is it worth it? Is it worth letting this man keep defiling your body? He's getting what he wants, but at the end of the day, you feeling dirty. Is it worth it? And then 9 times out of 10, hey, let's face it, we're in a society that a lot of relationships and marriages just don't last. Okay, so you would have been done all this for this man, compromising your body, being a candidate for a future butt plug, compromising your conscience, compromising your beliefs of what you was taught that was wrong, compromising your peace of mind, making this man a God over your God. Count up the cost. Is it worth it? Is he worth it at the end of the day? Some of you may say yes. And if that's what you choose, hey, that's your choice. We all have a choice. You know what? God gives us all a choice, okay? But the choices we make, those are the choices we have to live with, okay? Choices either have rewards or they have consequences, okay? But Miss Tell It Like It Is, baby, if it's not going to benefit me in a positive manner, whatever negativity that comes in my life, if it's not, if it's going to bring me down and I have to compromise something, my body or whatever, my beliefs or whatever, to me, it's not worth it. I'm going to let the shit go. I'm going to say goodbye. Adios, amigo. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you in the butt on the way out, baby. And at the end of the day, baby, for me, Miss Tell It Like It Is, it's all about my peace of mind, honey. It's all about me being able to look at myself in the mirror and feel good, okay? Not feeling like I had to compromise how I feel in order to please someone that is selfish as hell and not love me. It's about loving yourself enough to say, baby, you someone that's here to bring me down. You don't love me. Women, see the writing on the wall. If you are in the category of the lady that I've just described to you, and like I said, I'll say no names. Wake up, see the writing on the wall. And count up the cost of everything you sacrifice for this person who say they're in love with you or they love you. And then ask yourself, are you going to love yourself enough to let this trash go, that does not respect that you do not like doing certain things in the bedroom. But he doesn't give a damn because he has allowed his obsession for booty and lust to take over his will. And he has put his desires first, and the hell with how you feel. Complete selfishness and complete lust. Love has nothing to do with it. And I am Miss Tell It Like It Is, and I told it like it is. I hope everybody has a great night, because I definitely will, or a great day. I'm out. Tulu.